Ready to roll on a Friday. God, I hope some of you guys get to enjoy some outside time today. We'll try to get you to the end of your workday. If not, we got a lot to get to. And look, I'm not going to sit here. And Rico's on vacation. Apologies.
My new seat right there.
Jeremy, that's your seat anytime you want.
I'm not giving it up.
Hey, man, I'm not saying nothing. By the way, Jeremy had another kid on the way over. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you we got like DEFCON 1 topics, but I got a lot of good stuff that I like, and I got stuff that I think is interesting. And one is I wanted to start the show by telling you exactly why I'm not going to do what the two shows prior to me did. And that's no slander. It's not. But I want to know if you as Tiger fans are where I'm at, where I have no interest in talking about the team as far as the series against the Chi Sox, there's nothing to talk about. But this Tarik Skubal thing, I turned on the morning show 3 separate times and Doug and Scott 2 separate times, and it's Skubal, and I'm going, yeah, I ain't doing that. I mean, for one, let me lay it out for you where I'm at. And it doesn't make it right. A, the guy's hurt. So you can't trade a hurt guy. Easy for me to get up here and tell you, hey, I hope he comes back, pitches well twice, and I trade him. You may need to pitch him up to a month. He may need to show the ability to put 20, 25, 30 good innings out there. So the guy's hurt. And then you're getting what I hate in this world, which is inane trade rhetoric. Here are the best landing spots for Blobbity Blue. And you're like, all right, well, first of all, I don't even know if these teams are interested. Second of all, the conversations I've heard today, people are going to need a reality check. Hey, maybe we can go get. I know this player, if you read the name on paper, this is a guy that would be the official prospect of Greater Life Church on Tireman. And as much as it looks like the player's name is Jesus Made, it's Jesus Made. But we can go with Jesus Made just for our purposes. If the Tigers acquire Jesus Made, a.k.a. Jesus Made, first of all, there's no world you're getting the number one prospect in baseball for a rental. Not now, not ever. Not with a sweetener. You could drop off three buckets full of aspartame. You are not getting the number one prospect in the sport. Then I don't know if it was callers or hosts talking about Andy Pages, and I'm like, you mean a dude who's got a better OPS than Ohtani this year? Yeah, you ain't getting him. If you do, you build a statue of Scott Harris next to Ernie Harwell. So I'm just sitting here and I'm going, am I really going to come in on a beautiful Friday afternoon and do a bunch of nonsense Skubal stuff? And I'll be straight with you. I'm not even convinced the Tigers are going to trade him. I know I would. I'm not convinced they're going to trade him. Scott Harris has to show he's got the chops to pull off a deal like that. And oh, by the way, they were delusional enough to run this same roster out here offensively. Why wouldn't they be delusional enough to say, we can get back in it? We did it in 2024. Why can't we do it now? But I only say these things. And I'm not breaking balls in any way, shape, or form. I'm not. The beauty of our station, our shows are very different. And I don't have to like every show, and every show doesn't have to like me. And what we do, no big deal. It's a frat house. The point I make is, are you where I'm at? I don't want to do Skubal trade talk. I don't even want to think about it. I have reached a phase, I don't even want the Tigers to exist. They don't in my world right now. I'm done. After the Angels series, after the Orioles series, after this entire month of baseball, I'm done. They don't exist. They have to earn their way back on the radar. So Skubal talk, wake me up when it happens. Wake me up when there's a report of conversations. Hell, wake me up when the guy pitches. But I wanted to know if you've reached that point because, look, in fairness, the other shows got some traffic dealing in Skubal land. I don't care. I'm being as honest as I can be with my audience. I'm not going to talk about a player who's hurt. I'm not going to talk about these trade packages, none of which are real, none of which are actual. And frankly, I think some people are out there, they're gripping their nuts when they're talking about these deals. You are not going to get these players. And then this whole idea like I'm supposed to tell you what deal you should take here and now. Guys, have you arrived at a point where you're just, the Tigers are persona non grata with your summer? You're done. Not McGonigal, not Melton, not Skubal trades, not Series A, Series B. Are you done? Because that's where I'm at. And I'm not telling you that we're not going to do a Skubal show at some point. I just don't think there's any value in doing it today. I'll say it again. You can't trade someone who's hurt. Heard a caller earlier. Oh, put Glaber in the deal. He's hurt. Also, you'd be trading $50 million, $55 million of player to somebody else. Do we know the Tigers and Chris Ilitch would pick up the tab on that? There's no value in these conversations. So if you arrived where I'm at, we're done. They don't exist. And I mean it. I'll check the score tonight. I'm not watching. I'm not doing this anymore. They're 13 games under 500. They are 10.5 games out of first. And above it all, they're terrible to watch. It's a terrible product. That's why I don't want to, because I'm at a point, and I want to be careful when I say this. And John, if you're out there in LA and you're going to clip this for video, I'm begging you, buddy. Just hear me out before you go crazy. I'm not mad at Tarik Skubal, okay? I have an infinite respect for what he's done the last few years. But I'm so tired of hearing about Tarik Skubal that I don't want to see Tarik Skubal. Like, I don't want to talk about him. I don't even care if he's here. I don't. When a team is this bad, I don't get any joy out of him pitching. And frankly, knowing that he doesn't want to be here, and before you, again, go crazy, this is the way the world works. If Tarik Skubal wanted to be a Detroit Tiger, he would tell Scott Boras, make me a Tiger for life or you're fired. And Scott Boras would say, but you're going to cost yourself money. I don't care. Get me 10, get me 8 at 250. I want to be here. I love it here. Juxtapose what Jack Campbell just said. And I'm not going to play all the audio, but Jack Campbell basically just said, I love it here. I love these fans. I don't need to be the highest paid. I need to be told I'm elite. I have more than enough money. I love being a Lion. Even the other night, Kevin McGonigal was wearing a Red Wings hat. And I think it was Stoney who asked him, like, hey, would your boys in Philly approve of this? He goes, no, but I've fallen in love with this city. Don't cape up for Skubal and act like he wants to be here. I actually think, even with the labor nonsense coming up, any deal you make, it would be only because he had to. So I want to know where you're at. And if you want to call in about John Heyman, a.k.a. Scott Boras' ghostwriter, and you want to talk about Skubal trades, I'm not going to say no, right? This isn't North Korea. I'm not going to do that to you guys. But I'm done. I don't want to see him. I don't want to look at him. I don't want to hear about him. I don't care. I honestly, I'd rather just wake up tomorrow and he's traded. I'll talk about it then. I'm done. It's been 2 years of this. And do I have thoughts and what they could have done, should have done? It's not worth it, guys, because the only thing that matters is what is. Show me a report they're actually shopping him. First layer of interest. Show me a report he's healthy. First layer of interest. But I'm hearing 8 hours of talk on our radio station, combing farm systems, and this is this, and this is that. And I'm going, I can't do this. Maybe I'm just not as good of a radio host. I can't do it. I'm done. You could load Skubal in a cannon and don't even tell me that you launched him. Just tell me where he ended up. I don't care. This team has been so taxing. It's been so annoying to watch that it's May 29th. And I don't even want to know that we have a baseball team. I want to pretend we're in Nashville or Charlotte or Portland and they don't have a team. That's what I want my summer to be. I said everything I needed to say yesterday about the loss and the end of the line, and nothing's impossible. Not going to make fun of you if you still believe. Not going to make fun of you if you still love your team. You're free to do it. I'm done. I can't do this. And I'm not going to sit here doing prospect baseball. The guy's hurt. I don't know if the team's actually going to move him, and you have no idea who actually wants him. I mean, you are 0 for 3 if you want to sell me on talking trades. Have you arrived where I have? Put a bag on Skubal's head. I don't ever want to see him again. I don't care. He pitches. He doesn't pitch. I don't care. Oh, but what about this package? Don't care. But the Dodgers, don't care. I'm done. I love baseball, and this team has made me hate baseball. 22-35. They haven't won a series since May 1st. And you think I'm going to be up here on May 29th talking Skubal trades for a guy who's on rehab assignment? Do we even know they'll trade him? Do we know they'll pick up the tab?
Let me correct you. He is not on rehab assignment. They haven't even done that yet.
Oh, he did the simulated game. Sorry. My bad. 248-539-9797. I'm not in a bad mood in any way, shape, or form. Please don't take it that way. And I'm not attacking anybody at the station. Nope, not in the least. I'm giving you reasons why I'm just simply not going to do what everybody else on this station did. They didn't do anything wrong. If anything, I'm asking you if I'm doing something wrong. I'm just in an effort mindset with anything related to Comerica Park right now, and that includes Skubal. We'll get your phone calls, and we'll get Friday rolling. I have a lot of stuff. I got audio. Club Rossini is going to open up a little later. Oh, yeah. Right now, the doors are closed, and the red velvet rope is outside. We've got a Club Rossini update. I've got audio from Walking Skin Suit Mike Vrabel. No, it's nothing salacious like that. It's just Vrabel looking like he's wearing a skin suit at a podium. We also have the suboptimal quarterback competition audio from Minnesota. Yikes. And I think it's an absolute window into who has that job. We will have some fun later on because David's going to explain the NBA lottery proposal to me like I'm a second grader. We'll play yes or no. We got some blitzes. We got who said it. Oh, and by the way, a new low in the transfer portal. Since Rico's not here, I get to do this today. All that and more on a Friday. Buckle up. 97.1.